you guys like in the game tonight between the Knickerbockers or the New York
Diggs.
versus the San Antonio?
Smurfs.
There you go. Who you who you
Yep,
like
yep.
there, Mr. Wilson, tonight? Did you see the Knicks taking a 3-1 lead, or you think this is a 2-2 going back to San Antonio?
I expect the Knicks to bounce back. Again, as I stated earlier, in my opinion, it wasn't necessarily about the fouls. They didn't play a really good game. It didn't look like the Knicks of the 13-game winning streak. I think they get back on the horse, and I think they go up 3-1. They take the
They go
lead at
up
home.
3-1. What about you, Voice? Did you see the New York?
Oh man, the Diggs. All right, here we go. What do I want to happen versus what do I think is going to happen? What I think is going to happen is what Mr. Wilson just said. I think they're going to bounce back. I think Brunson is going to have a hell of a game again in company. I see them taking this game. Now, who do I want to? I want San Antonio to win. I picked the Knicks back then to win. But again, we're going to get into it a little bit later on. Why I really want, despite Wemby, Yema, whatever, despite him being with San Antonio, I want him to win so bad now. So
Look, before we go into what is being happening with the crowds, with the fans, I just one time and one time only, Mr. Wilson, you got to say La Yema.
oh
It's
wow.
part of the Sports Right Show. La Yema.
Oh.
Come on, man.
I refuse.
One time. La Yema.
It doesn't. You don't mean. You don't have to mean it. You know what I mean. You ain't
Okay.
got to mean it.
Okay, don't say it. La Yema. A voice. Come on. Give me La Yema again.
La Yema when whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah,
You see, he's in there. He's in there.
whatever.
You know, it's about part time. If he was here, Top Fun, I think he would say La Yema. You know,
Oh,
he would say La
God,
Yema with no
man,
problem.
Jesus.
By the way, Top Fun is not here tonight again. We have decided to change his name to instead of it's about time, it's about part time from the part time that doesn't want to work part time at all. So, it is what it is. Anyway, I like the Knicks to bounce back and take a 3-1 lead. I think the series comes back to New York, game 6. When Mr. Wilson and I, we were talking about who was going to win the series. I picked the Knicks in 6 games. I actually said that they were going to win game 1, lose game 2, win game 3 and 4, then lose game 5, and then come back and win game 6. So there's, a little bit of a adjustments in that, but I think they're still winning in 6 games, and I see them winning in New York during game 6. So I like that. But now let's go into a serious business that should be no business at all. New York fans, there's a reason why we call you the Giant Cheetah Skankies. Not because just the fact that the Yankees as an organization, they go ahead and try to bring all the great players to try to win a World Series. We've seen the Dodgers doing the same thing. But for whatever odd reason, you guys don't want to act like human people, like human beings. Take that back. You don't want to. You want to act like animals with no education whatsoever. Okay? And I'm not saying that's all of you. But that group that is being caught on camera, and it looks like kids from 15 to maybe 21, 22 years old. We could be wrong. But it's you guys as young adults and guys going into adulthood don't know how to act. And it has nothing to do with race because everybody was involved. I saw ladies kicking a guy. Okay? This is not just black people, white people, Hispanic people. They all got together. As long as they were New York Knicks, they were beating on a Spurs fan just because he had a Spurs jersey. At least the 2 videos I saw, the guys from the Spurs, the fans, they were just walking away and trying to get away. Didn't want to face these guys. And these guys kept continuing, even kicking them from the back. That is uncalled for. And I hope that they catch every single one of you on the video and put you in jail. And if they start saying, oh, but he's a minor, he don't know what he's doing. Fuck that. You go to jail. You go to jail and you be treated like an adult because you decided to make decisions as an adult. Okay? And God forbid, I don't think New York has the same regulation or rule here or law within the state of Florida when you can defend your ground. Imagine somebody with a gun that has the legal possession to have it and opens fire because they're going to beat his ass. And he kills a couple of young kids, 15, 16, that were acting like they were acting. You know, that's what needs to happen so maybe people can get really involved with this situation. You know, it's very sad that we got to see that. There's one thing being a fan, and there's one thing being stupid. Yes, sir. Hey, best phrase that Lifetime has done in here. He says, when you play stupid games, you win great prizes. Stupid prizes. I take that back. So, to me, I hope they all go to jail. And I'm not saying for a week or two. I hope you get battery and assault charges and be there doing 2 to 3 years. Okay? And I'm going to tell you, going to jail and taking your record as an ex-convict is not a good thing to start life. Believe me, it's not. I'm not talking because I've never been in that position, thank God, you know? And it has to do because my parents taught me how to be a human being, not a jackass. So you New York fans, those that don't want to do any wrong, and you're the good fans of New York, when you see these guys and these girls try to get into this little gang type of thing and start beating people on the streets, you should be the first one to stop them. I said, don't do that. You know? I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to let Voice talk about it because he's been waiting for this situation. But yeah. Go ahead. I mean, yeah, I don't want to say anything because, you know, the way I feel, you know how animated I get with situations? I'm ready to explode about this one. And to one point that we discussed on pre-production, Voice, and I'm going to give you the mic right after that. If you want to be a real man or you want to be a real woman that thinks that can fight, do it one-on-one. That was a comment by the Voice. And I'm going to let you take the mic on that one. Go for it, Voice.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm with you. And the first thing I want to say is this. It's the minority. It's really a very low percentage of jackasses that act like that. Who gives them the right because you're wearing a different jersey to go ahead and just attack you and beat you up? And, you know, they were trying to hurt that person real bad. If you're on the ground and you got 2, 3, even 5, 6 people on top of you, kicking you, trying to kick your head off, they want to hurt you, you know, to the point that you're going to be within an inch of your life. To your point, and here in Florida, you stand your ground. If you're packing, and as big as I am, and I got 3 or 4 people coming at me, man, listen, man, I don't know if they're going to go to hell or heaven, but I mean, you got the right, got to give it right to defend yourself. These people were on the ground being kicked on, stomped on, hit on. There's no place, you know, for any sport than that. Mr. Wilson knows this. Back in the day, when there were thousands of Knicks fans, back in the late 90s, the rivalry was real. And there were so many fights in the stands. I'm talking about, they didn't even wait to go outside. It happened inside the arena. You know what I mean? But most of them were one-on-one. You didn't really see the 10 against 1. You know what I mean? So somebody could get really hurt. Or they could even kill the guy just from wearing a jersey. Mr. Wilson, you said it earlier, you know, pre-production. You can go back and forth. You know what I mean? And you say your team sucks, you know, this sucks, whatever. But that's it. Leave it alone. And again, it's wrong to fight and everything. But what happened to one-on-one, man? You know what I mean? I'm old school. What the hell happened to one-on-one? That doesn't exist anymore. You got all these young punks out there trying to act tough, but if you put a one-on-one with a grown man, they're not fighting. I guarantee you, they're not fighting.
I will say this: me personally, I don't promote to fight and go to a game to try to pick on a fight or somebody pick on a fight on you. Go ahead, enjoy the game, have your differences, just like we do here on the show, But it's uncalled for. Now, I have seen one time when a guy was trying to pick on 20 guys. A long time ago. You know that, Mr. Wilson. One guy was trying to pick on at least 20 guys. They were all dressed like on a green jersey, and he had a dolphin jersey.
We
right
go back to the same thing. It's New York fans. You know what I mean? They think they're the best. We're gods, and everybody's inferior to you. You know what I mean? Again, you go back and forth. As far as teams, hey, that's fine. But when you start getting personal, that's where the problems arises. That's what I'm saying, man. You know what
Mr.
I mean?
Wilson, what do you think about this kind of behavior from the New York Knicks fan? I mean,
just like the voice said, it's a small percentage of them, but it makes them all look bad. Why? Because we paint you all with the same brush. And as you stated, Sports Pops, if there's decent people around, you guys need to get in here and say, that's not okay. That's not okay. Stop doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? Because it's just inhumane to do that. Now, again, we said this pre-production. If a person's running their mouth, okay, the guy was literally just walking down the street. The guy who I saw, he was literally just trying to get to where he was going. He wasn't bothering anybody or anything like that. For you to attack and hunt a person because of a jersey that they're wearing or a shirt or whatever it is absolutely ridiculous. It's stupid. And again, I hope all of these individuals get caught, but it's sports. Nobody should lose their life or possibly have long-term effects because you're kicking them in the head, while they're down. You know what I mean? You can really hurt somebody, and that's not what sports is supposed to be about. It was disgusting. And there's no place in sports for it.
You're absolutely right. I'm an echo into what you just said. There's no place in sports to do this. For you as a person outside the stadium, Madison Square Garden, and you're beating people up just because they have a different jersey. And I'm going to tell you this. The two gentlemen that I saw, or at least the two videos of the two victims, one was a guy that probably was from, I don't think he was from the United States at all. Okay? But you can see him just trying to walk away. And like I said before, they kicked him on the back, and then they start kicking him everywhere. And the worst part is not that there's a bunch of people doing it, but also young ladies participating in this kind of situation. And I'm going to say straightforward, this has to do with family education at your house. They're teaching you, I'm sorry, parents, you're not being responsible with these young adults. And I know it's a different time to raise a young man or a young woman, but we have to do something because that generation is becoming animals instead of human beings. And that's a big problem. That's all I have to say regarding this issue. I hope it doesn't escalate tonight at all. I think police is going to be out there. There's going to be extra policemen working the game tonight outside, And I hope it doesn't get to this point, to be honest with you.
One other thing that I don't like as well is even if you're not participating, to do this, to bring out your phone and to
record it.
Come
like
on.
It's an
MMA. This person could die.
Yeah, they recorded it like it's an MMA, tournament or something, event. It's fucking ridiculous. It is fucking ridiculous.
They're trying to get likes for social media.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Instead of trying to step in and say, hey, diffuse the situation, or at least try. You know what I mean? At least try,
You
but
know,
don't just stand there and go world star or whatever the hell they say. You know,
Correct.
I just man, that's crazy.
and I will say this to the people that will put a like on a video of that magnitude and make a comment that it was the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Like I said, I hate to promote stupidity, and that's what is happening. It's the worst thing that you know. I have no words because I really want to curse out, to be honest with you. You know, uh, Mr. Wilson and I, we work at the federal government before, you know, and we didn't have to see violence or anything like that, but we know what goes on with the other, you know, divisions and everything else within the federal government. It is ridiculous how these people are acting today. And the worst part, you're allowing it to get away with it. Okay. And that narrative, like I will say this, if you're a young New Yorican kid, Puerto Rico, and you're doing this bullshit, I hope you go to jail. And this is coming from a raised and born Puerto Rican. Okay? So I feel that it doesn't matter what the color of your skin is. If you're being stupid, like Chino said, you get stupid prices. And that's exactly what they should get. No doubt in my mind whatsoever. I'm going to leave this topic here unless you gentlemen have something else to add, you know, about it. I just want to go back into the game tonight. By any chance, Voice, have you seen what's the score or no? No idea?
No, I'm in an area where I can't see the TV.
Okay, gotcha. What about you, Mr. Wilson? You know anything happening? I can check here really quick. Do you have anything else to say regarding the behavior of the New York?
I actually, you know what? I got a solution. Get all
Yep.
those people. Hopefully they say, oh, it was him, her. Man, send them to jail. You know where? In El Salvador, with the MS-13, with all the gang members. Go ahead and give them about a couple of months vacation. Send them all out there, baby.
Yeah,
The
we
game
got
is
we got
5-2.
no score right now.
5-2 is the score right now. San Antonio is up 5-2 in the first quarter.
Please,
10:55
San
left.
Antonio.
According
Hey,
to what I saw.
despite
What?
Wemby,
What?
please,
You want
San
Yema?
Antonio.
You want Yema Wembenyama? Oh my God.
We just talked about it, man. Them Knicks
Jesus.
fans. Knicks
Yema
fans. Hey,
Wembenyama.
sorry, man.
For those that tune up a
Sorry.
little bit later in our show, Yema in Puerto Rico dialect, spelled Yema, Yema. We use it for people that are soft, overrated, you know, that type of thing. So here at the Sports Right Show, for the first time, we have a Spanish nickname for one of the athletes in one of the sports, and it happens to be
Yema.
Victor La Yema
Yema.
Wembenyama. I know
Yema.
Mr. Wilson loves it. Mr.
Mr.
Wilson loves it.
Wilson.
Come on,
Just
Mr.
just
Wilson.
one time, baby. One time, baby.
One time. One
No,
time.
you know what I'm gonna get on y'all about? How come you guys didn't tell me that my name is wrong on the screen?
Oh, damn.
What do you write?
Hey, you know,
Oh,
throw a
he
flag
gave
on
it away.
yourself.
A flag,
Throw
a
a
flag
flag
on
on
myself. A flag
Okay,
on
well,
myself.
Throw one of those
For
two.
people that don't
Throw one of those
understand
two.
the show, we don't go by our names. We just go ahead and get our nicknames. You see mine, Sports Pops. You got the voice. Listen to the voices if we want to get
You
in
know-
trouble with the voice Ortiz. And Batman decided to tell everybody that he's Adam instead of the Mr. Wilson and the Dallas
Hold on.
Cowboys neighborhood.
Hold on,
So
hold on. I'm gonna do it myself. Hold on.
throw the flag, baby.
Flag.
Throw the flag in there.
Might not be yellow, but I threw it.
Okay, guys, let's go into some of the news of the National Football League. Your center from the Miami Dolphins got paid today. I think it was 52.5, 37 million guarantee.
Yeah.
He's the third highest paid center now in the National Football League. So how you feel about that signing right there, boys?
I'm happy. He deserves it. The guy's not that big, but man, he can pull. I mean, he's almost looks like a guard pulling out of the center position. I love it, man. He's steady. Might not be, the best center out there, but he is very dependable. Rarely gets hurt. He's always out there on that football field, and he is a leader. He holds everybody else accountable next to him, and that's going to be a good thing for Proctor because they're talking about putting Proctor at left guard. So when Proctor's #1 pick, by him playing right next to Brewer, it's only going to help him, grow. And I love the move, man. I like it. I do like it.
There we go. Now let's go into some other news. For whatever reason, the Eagles want to be in top of the news of the National Football League. We had last week regarding Reddick and AJ Brown while AJ was in Philadelphia. They were hanky panky, the same girl. I don't know if you heard that one voice. I know you were not with us last week.
I did.
Yeah. That's an unwritten rule that, there's no way. That's why I can hardly touch any woman in Miami because, Mr. Wilson had them all, But look at him, he's smiling. He got a big smile on his face. Boy. That's why when I go to Miami, I say, man, no ladies. Mr. Wilson had them all. I cannot do anything about that. But on a serious note, that's an unwritten rule that you don't do. And then for him, AJ Brown, to go to Jalen Hurts, can you help me out? Help you out with what?
Yeah.
Please give me a break. But now, these are the latest news. Fowler, which is one of the journalists at ESPN, very well regarded, came with the following report that the Eagles called the Raiders to trade for the #1 pick because they feel that Jalen Hurts was a fluke than winning the Super Bowl. This is a guy that lost the first Super Bowl, and if they would have won it, he would have been the MVP too. So he would have been a 2-time MVP player. And for you to have that kind of talk inside your locker room or wherever it's coming from, Mr. Wilson, I don't know what is wrong with them. It's good for you because the Dallas Cowboys got to take advantage of this situation, this discomfort, I guess, or friction within the Philadelphia Eagles organization. What do you think about that, Mr. Wilson?
Jalen Hurts, I don't know why he gets the backlash or the criticism that he gets. He plays within a system. Sirianni, all these guys, they're all a part of the same system. And they practice with each other every single week. So I don't get what are the conversations and why are they leaking outside of your locker room? I just don't understand it. I think that Jalen Hurts is a hell of a quarterback. Does the tush push play a major part in his success? Absolutely. Nobody can sit there and pretend as though that tush push hasn't made a career of it because it's kept him on the field quite a bit. But I think the kid from college and from the NFL, what he's done in the pros, you just stated, he's played well in 2 of the biggest games of his life in 2 Super Bowls. And I think he's a good quarterback. I think that he plays within the rules that they've allowed him to play within. But then he also plays within the system that Sirianni and all of these guys put on there. AJ Brown.
And he plays effectively. I mean, he has taken you to 2 Super Bowls and won one of them and was the MVP. And I will say it again. If they would have won that first Super Bowl, he's the MVP. He would be a 2-time Super Bowl MVP, just like Eli Manning. That should be in the Hall of Fame. But anyway, we're not going to touch that one tonight, But, boys, what is this situation with the Philadelphia Eagles and the tush push that they're acting this way?
So unless we don't know something that they do, obviously, because they're out there every day, team meetings and OTAs and inside the locker room, I wonder what's going on because why would you even think about trying to trade, like you said, somebody that, if could have won 2 Super Bowls, right? Somebody that's already established, like Mr. Wilson says, within that system. Now, if I'm the Raiders, why not make that trade? I mean, so you chose to get one play Mendoza, who you don't even know how he's going to, turn out, over somebody who's established already in the NFL. has gone to 2 Super Bowls, won one of them. Why didn't the Raiders make that move if it's true? That's what
because
I'm wondering.
it doesn't fit the offensive plan within the Raiders. Plus, it
But like
shows
I
you that
said,
they picked the guy. Oh, by the way, he's been impressing the coaches. I sent that little thing to you guys.
practice,
Neither one of
practice,
you made the comments. Oh, you're talking about practice?
one play
Yeah, but he's
Mendoza, man.
impressing the coaches. I'm happy for Mendoza. Here at the Sports Right Show, we call him the Hurricane Killer because he
One play
took care of the
Mendoza.
University
One
of
play. Yeah,
my.
I
Yeah,
know. He played
guys, I
quarterback. He played
apologize
defensive
for
end.
his
He
behavior.
played linebacker. He played defensive tackle, safety, special teams. He played it all, man. Wow.
Well, he
I
played the
mean, I'm
quarterback,
impressed.
and he made the
You know what I mean?
best play ever made by a quarterback at a college championship game. That's all I have to say.
Hey, and to answer your question, voice, the reason
Oh,
why they wouldn't do that trade is because the Raiders, truthfully, aren't ready to win right now. They're still in this rebuild, and so a Jalen Hurts is not going to, in my opinion, he's a good quarterback, but they've got so many holes within that
yeah,
team
that's true. Too,
and within that franchise. They're just trying to build these blocks. I think they're going about it the right way, maybe with the wrong quarterback. Now, I'm not saying that this kid is not going to be good because,
Oh,
again, sports
shots
thoughts, he likes to
fired.
twist my words around. But
Shots
I
fired,
think
baby.
I think that they're doing it the right way. And if Fernando, what do you call him? One play
One
Mendoza?
play
One
Mendoza.
play
Yeah.
No, it's
Mendoza.
actually Hurricane Killer. Hurricane Killer.
If
The Hurricane
Fernando
Killer.
Mendoza turns out to be the quarterback that a lot of people have expected him to turn out to be, then they're going about it the right way. Jalen Hurts doesn't help them right now.
In another news, they extended Patrick Mahomes' contract. He'll be good with
I
the
just saw, yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs until 2033, and he brings the contract, I believe, to $503 million. God damn, he got paid, And this is after getting injured. Imagine if we would have
Yeah.
played the whole year. They probably make it up to $600 million, But anyway, he got paid, well deserved. I like Patrick. I don't take anything away from him. I believe tonight, I don't know how true it is, but they say Taylor Swift and Kevin Swifty. Oh, I mean Travis Kelce. We're gonna be at the game tonight, so they're probably
yeah.
at the Madison Square Garden right now.
I'm guessing they're going to be repping the Knicks, right? And not San Antonio.
I believe they like San Antonio.
Ooh.
Is what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but
Well, let's see them walk. Let's see them walking on the street. What happens?
oh my God, they're not going to be walking on the streets. Those two are not going to walk on the streets.
I
Come
know.
on.
I'm just saying.
Now, let me ask you. Let's flip this thing really quick. If you know that the fans in that city are behaving the way they are behaving, should you go ahead and think about wearing a jersey? This should not be happening. But for my own safety, if I know that if I go to the Miami Dolphins game and they were going to attack me because I was wearing a Bills jersey.
No. Hold on. Time out. They would attack you because you divorced them. All right, go ahead.
Oh, God, Jesus. I don't want to go explaining the divorce. But anyway, I was trying to get this thought out there. And, like always, listen to the voices if you want to get in trouble with the voice Ortiz. But anyway, Mr. Wilson, you think that if you know that you go to a hostile city, will you wear that jersey knowing that they're acting this way? What will you do?
Yeah. I would because they wouldn't mess with me. I would. They wouldn't mess with me. You could tell the people that they were messing with. I'm not saying you could tell the people that they were messing with. That I ain't never had no problem in any hood I ever went to. So yeah, I would.
Help me on this one really quick. Help me on this one. I got to do the song with you because our superhero just pulled his chest out. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Na 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 na
Black
man.
man.
Na 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 black man. There we go. You see,
Yeah.
he pulled it
Hey.
out by himself. You know,
Oh God.
I'm
go
just
for
saying.
that one.
But Rick,
Listen, give me 1 second. If you're talking about black man, hey, listen, Junior just turned 37 years
Oh
old.
shit, you got a
And he
37-year-old.
wants to go to a World Cup game.
It's up to
If you only
37
have a
now.
father that would pay for his ticket, you know what? So get the fuck out of here, black man. Pay me what you owe me. He's 37 years old.
Damn, Mr.
So in
Wilson, I don't know.
In a span of 6 months, he went from 26 to 37.
No,
Hey.
24, 25, 26,
24.
27. Now he's 37. You
That
know.
boy
Hey,
is going to be like
but
43 years
But
old.
the voice feels the same way I do. He would walk up in there
Listen,
with his jersey. He's
listen.
not worried about
No,
it.
no, no,
Listen.
no. On a serious note, if let's say you were San Antonio Spurs fans and you're in New York, you gonna wear the jersey knowing what is happening out there?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No,
That's a
crazy.
suicide.
That's
That's a
unacceptable.
suicide mission.
Well, listen, let me tell you
That's a
something.
suicide mission.
Let me tell you, I'll give you an anecdote, just so you know. When I went to Germany, with my kid, one of my kids was playing soccer in Germany, right? So he was playing for a team, and we had jerseys for that team, right? So we were staying at a hotel, and we went like 3 blocks away. We went into a restaurant, and before we got into the restaurant, the waiter came out and said, "Listen, obviously you guys are not from around here, are you?" I said, no, we're from the US. I would really suggest that you change your your jerseys. I said, what? Yep. All right, we'll do it later. No. You don't understand.
You need to do it now.
You do it. You have to do it now, and
In
you're
an-
not coming inside here with those
In
jerseys.
another
For
country,
your own
I wouldn't
and our
play those
safety.
games. I wouldn't
No,
play
but
those
no,
games. in
no,
another
but
country.
not even on the
In New
city,
York,
Yeah, but it's
Mr. Wilson.
unacceptable. It's
Mr.
unacceptable.
Wilson,
Listen, it's a game.
I'll tell you this much. If the same situation happens tonight, like in the last game where the New York Knicks
Lose.
dicks went and did what they did because they acted like dicks at that moment, I'll be the first one to tell you, look, we're here in New York, don't wear the jersey. Because I want your safety. Remember,
I see
you might have
I
the
see him in
bravado
hell.
and go out there, but you might get beat up.
I'll see him.
You know,
in hell.
and that pretty face won't make more money anymore. You know?
I'll see him in hell. They know who to mess with.
Yeah.
They know who to mess with. Trust
But
me.
will you wear the jersey, knowing what is happening right now in New York?
Well, the boys can wear any jersey he wants.
Me,
He should.
I tell you what, man. I'm in my mid-50s, man. I mean, I'd have to think about it. But if I was in a little group, 3 or 4 people, I'll probably win.
Well, yeah, 3 or 4 people, I won't doubt it.
I'll
I mean,
probably
you were
win.
taking on 30
But
on
then
30
again-
fans.
Yeah, but then again, you're talking about what we saw, what we witnessed. You're talking about 10 people, you know, attacking one person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, and that's the part of Mr. Wilson. I will tell
Someone's
you,
gonna get killed.
you know,
Yeah.
you know, if you were to ride along, you know, I'd have to think about it, man, because you know, 10 against 1. Hey, I don't know if you got that ace on your chest, but I don't. Now let me tell you, I've been several times. I've been up to we call it Tallahassee, to watch the you know, FSU Miami. You know, I'm talking about college football now, and them fans are rough. Them fans are rough. I'm gonna tell you right now. I've been to the Swamp a couple times too. You know, the Florida Gator fans, they're tough. You know what I mean? But then again, now there, I was completely checked out.
No, but
You know
let
what
me
I mean?
ask you
So-
this, boys, regarding the college fans.
Yeah.
Even that they're rowdy and they're very emotional about their respective teams, just like you are with the U and Mr. Wilson. But did they do this, beating people up just because you had the other jersey on?
I would look. I'm gonna say no. No, they don't. But here's the thing: when your team wins and you walk out of that stadium and you're outnumbered like 10-1, and they're drunk, hey, anything goes. You know what I mean? And they start acting like, you know, stupid, like animals, like assholes. You know, because I've seen it with my own eyes. I've been to plenty of away games, and I've seen it.
Oh, I saw it with my own eyes. The guy with the Dolphins jersey and 30 Jets guys, and he wanted to fight them all. He wanted to fight them all. He was thirsty.
Mr. Wilson, let him know.
Can you
It
say
was
thirsty?
him.
Can you say thirsty one time for me?
Nah,
Voice.
it
Are you
wasn't
thirsty?
thirsty. Nah, it wasn't no thirsty. Right? Mr. Wilson, man, tell me out, man. It was like maybe three. Come on, man.
Oh, that was
Hey,
incredible that day. I will never forget that day. It will live for me
Oh,
forever.
man.
Forever, forever, forever.
Oh, man.
Guys, any other news that you want to anything happening cooking with the Dallas Cowboys, Mr. Wilson, that you want to share with us?
I haven't heard anything at this point, which
They're
is
behaving?
rare, but also I kind of like it because
Yes.
as long as we're staying out of the headlines, which we know our owner / GM Jerry Jones loves to he loves to control those headlines. The fact that we're not constantly in the headlines and the Eagles are trying to supersede us and leapfrog us in that, I can appreciate it. Let's just
That's a good
focus on
thing.
football. At
That's
this
a good
point,
thing.
the OTAs and everything seem to be going well. And I'm looking forward to a good season. So let's
Really quick, voice. It's a good thing for the Cowboys, to be honest with you, that they're not in the middle of the media, attention. The Philadelphia Eagles are taking that title away from you guys this year. So good for them, and that's probably why you guys are going to win the division. Tell me this, voice. Have you heard that a free agent rookie within Miami, insulted one of the cleaning ladies, and for that he was caught by the coach?
Damn.
I couldn't. You see, I couldn't go ahead and find out if it was true or false. But if it was, coach, I applaud you.
Kudos to you.
Kudos to you. Definitely. But I haven't been able to go look at it and see if it's true or false, or it was just, whatever it is. But
I don't know if it's
out.
true. I don't know if it's true or not. And if it happened, like we just say, kudos to the coach. Now, I'm going to call Mr. Wilson here. I'm going to call my boy here. For example, if that player happened to be Proctor, I don't think he gets cut. He gets in, he'll put him inside a room and they go, your ass better start behaving. Because, hey, it's unfair. It's really unfair.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They slap him in the hand and then, go ahead, go back.
Yeah. And Mr. Wilson, by the way, I did hear some from the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm surprised he didn't hear the offseason. They're still talking about Jimmy Johnson, the greatest coach that they had, and how he brought the swag over to the damn league, and how he won 3 Super Bowls, baby. That's what I heard.
Hey, folks, for those that are listening to the show and watching the show live, tonight we're on YouTube, Instagram, and X, better known as Twitter. Guys, go ahead and let us know who invented swagger. Ric Flair or Jimmy? No. Who invented swagger? And according to Snoop Dogg, it was Ric Flair. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to let you guys vote for it. And then if Jimmy Johnson basically was a copycat of Ric Flair.
He did in wrestling, but Jimmy did it in football.
Incredible. He starts talking about Jimmy. I almost fall asleep in here. Jesus. Is Jimmy the coach for any of the teams at the World Cup? Just in case I didn't know.
No, he doesn't have time to. All the flopping. I just don't see Jimmy Johnson out there coaching a team that flops like that. No.
Oh, definitely, I know. And you guys saw what I wrote about Jimmy the other night? One of his quotes, and I wrote it right underneath. I think Mr. Wilson missed it. Honest, Jimmy, I want to make this clear. When I talk about La Yema Wembenyama and LeBron, the Queen of Flop, I mean it. And when I say fuck you both, I mean it. But with you, Jimmy, I'm going to make the record straight. I love you, brother. I love you before. I love you now. And I basically say, fuck you, Jimmy, out of respect.
Out of love.
The only reason this came up is because, after I watched the Netflix special, I felt that you were a little bit disrespectful to Jerry Jones. you know. But these two here, acting like twin flames, twin flavors, they don't think so. They keep giving you credit for all 3 championships. You know, they don't want to give nothing to Barry Switzer.
Ooh.
Oh my God! Oh look, he brought his pajamas. Mr. Wilson brought his pajamas for tonight.
I'll tell you
He
what.
was
I need
sleep
to
cozy.
I need to get me some pajamas, man, like that. I don't have any.
There we go. Gentlemen, we didn't talk about baseball tonight. We'll leave that for next week.
The
But
Red
I
Sox
hope by
suck.
next week. But yeah, the Red Sox are struggling, man, big time. You know, but
Just
it
got
is what it
swept
is.
by Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay is playing baseball.
They just got swept by Tampa Bay.
Well, Tampa Bay is in
Unreal.
first place, so it's no surprise. I mean, they're in first place. They're playing good ball. They're tied with the Giants, the Skankies. I believe they beat Cleveland. They also swept Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken. They swept the Guardians.
And
Yeah,
Judge
so
is out for a
both teams
while,
are playing.
so
Who was that?
Aaron Judge, he's out for a while, so
Yeah.
they can make a nice little run here. The Rays can.
Well, it was brought last week that he's looking at a specialist because there's something between his shoulder and something within that he might miss the entire season. So we got to keep. Yeah. They send them. There's some kind of connection between your shoulder and a vein, and I mean it's fixable. But if they actually have to do that, he will miss the rest of the year. So they were. I haven't got an update on that one, but we'll do it for next week for sure and see how the
Mr.
judge is
Wilson,
doing.
what about your mighty Marlins?
The mighty Marlins,
How
they're
they
a good young
doing?
team. We just need to get a salary cap.
You have
need
your
to
own
get a
salary cap. He says don't spend no more than $85 million a year. You have your own salary cap.
Not yet.
Guys, talking
Yeah,
about
dude.
salary cap, who is that kid? Because this is college ball that got an injunction from a judge after he was betting on football against his own team, and he's allowing to go back.
Which and what was that team? Hold on, let me.
Texas,
What
something?
team was that?
Texas?
Oh, Indiana. Oh, the
No.
reigning
It's
champions.
not Indiana.
Wasn't that Indiana?
No.
Who's it?
It's a quarterback from
I believe
Jesus.
his last name is Sorsby. might
Swordsby,
have
and
been-
he's with Texas.
Might have been
Texas
Texas
something.
Tech. Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. There you go.
Okay.
It's not Indiana. You hater. You hater. Why you keep hating Indiana just because they beat your ass at the national championship?
Wait. Mr. Wilson, he finally said it right. Indiana as a team beat the Hurricanes.
And the MVP was Hurricane Killer Mendoza.
Here we go.
That's all I have to say. He was the MVP. Who was the MVP? He was.
Hey,
He
this
was.
coming
I'm
from
not
somebody.
lying. I'm not making stuff up.
Here's somebody from coming a self-proclaimed. I'm not a college football fan. I didn't say it. He said it.
No, I said it. I'm not. I used to be. Past time,
Well,
we all have a past.
he was
In
a
my
diehard.
In my past, yeah, it was those colors.
He was a diehard.
I love that orange.
What happened? What happened to the Bermuda Triangle, baby? You ain't still said it. You still
Oh, the
haven't come up
Bermuda
with that.
Triangle? Yeah, it touches Puerto Rico. The Bermuda Triangle touches Puerto Rico. Go ahead, check it out. Go into National Geographic or one of the science channels,
Mr. Wilson, man.
and
Mr.
he
Wilson,
touches
man.
Puerto Rico right on the top. So
Mr.
yeah,
Wilson, man. Me and you, man. Me and you. We know what's up, baby. We was at the beautiful OB. You know what's up.
West End Zone, baby. West End
Oh.
hey,
Zone.
I was at the OB the night that it was purple. That's all I have to tell you. I went to go see Prince.
What position did you play for the Hurricanes?
Who, Prince?
Yeah, I mean you're a diehard. You were a diehard. So what?
No.
was
I
he a
said I
safety?
went to go see
Was he a
Prince
receiver?
at
Did he
the
play running back?
Orange Bowl, and they called that night the night the Orange Bowl was purple because
And
he
how
was doing
many?
the Purple Rain
how-
tour.
And how many Hurricanes games you went to at the Orange Bowl? I can tell you.
0.
but I'm not.
Zero.
If you
I'm being
correct
honest.
me if
I
I'm
watch
wrong.
everything on TV.
Correct
Why?
me if
Because
I'm wrong.
I was a young
If
man
you-
and I didn't have money to go to the games.
I get it. I get it.
listen,
I was a
back
young man.
then-
I didn't have money to go to any game, to be honest with you.
back then for a Canes game, you could have gone in for like $5. I'm talking about the 90s, even the 90s. You could have in for $10.
No, yeah. My family, we had season tickets for six people. But
Six
what
people?
happened was my two sisters, my mom, and my older brother, they didn't really like want to go to the games anymore because they're not real Canes fans. And so what my dad started doing was he started taking my friends along, Mauricio and all these guys. Mauricio was at the
he
OB,
brought the
just to
game
let you know.
with you. Oh, shoot.
Wow.
Did he take Manny too?
I believe Manny would go with us as well. Yeah, it was
Oh
always
my
for my friends.
God.
He was like, you can just
Hey, when are you
bring
going to
any
bring
four of
Manny
your
as a
friends.
guest? When we're going to bring Manny as a guest to the show?
Hey.
I give opportunities to everybody. I gave the opportunity to the young man last week, and he's not calling anymore.
Oh no?
No, he got upset because I told him, look, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to get better. And I send him videos of, people that do this, but with the wrestling terminology, whoop, disappear. It is what it is. We all learn. Every day we learn something new.
Every single day.
Like, guys, don't get mad. But the first hour that we were supposed to be live, once again, I forgot to hit live stream.
I saw.
So we got it we got it when we start talking about La Yema Wembenyama.
Yep.
I picked the right time for it. La Yema Wembenyama. Anyway, guys, it's been a heck of a show. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
No, I'm saying, what's the score?
Oh, you want to go?
No, what's the score?
Oh, the score?
Yeah.
Let me see. Right now, the score is...
Come on, San Antonio. Come on,
39 to 20.
Yeah.
San Antonio
by 19.
That doesn't mean a damn
This is
thing.
over. This is over.
You saw it in the first game. When we opened a segment about the NBA Finals, we talked about it. And I know it was no 19 points. But the way the Knicks are playing, you can't count them out, man. You can't count them out.
No, but you cannot start going down by 19 on your own court. You just got 2 games. If you allow them to win 2 more games, the series is over. Wow. And San Antonio and La Yema will win the championship. It's just the way it is. You cannot go win 2 games on the road and allow the other team to go ahead. It will be the first time in NBA history that happens.
In the finals?
In the finals where a team wins 2 games on the road and then they come back and lose the 2 games at home. The closest ever was Chicago Bulls against Phoenix Suns with Barkley and Jordan. So the Bulls went and won the first 2, but they lost game 3 in Chicago and they won the nail biter in game 4. And then the series got,
Yeah, that was the referee. The referees won that game for Jordan. But go ahead, sir.
Oh my God, you and your, I don't know. I don't know what they give him. I want to know what Miss Voices give you to eat or something. What she cooks for you, because you get into lifetime concussion protocol mode with no doubt in my mind. Anyway, guys, it's been a heck of a show. I love you all. Chino, get us out of here, man. Let's get out of here. Guys, tune up with us next week as I will hit the live stream from the beginning of the show, I promise. But now we're going to get out of here. Hey, remember here at the Sports Rise Show, every sports story belongs to you, except that you make that sure that you guys heard that one. To my counterparts, Mr. Wilson, hey, listen to the voices if you want to get in trouble with the voice Ortiz, to Lifetime Concussion Protocol. Keep your engines running. The Sports Rise Show is here.